Together we ride on this winding road. So join us, folks, on this journey of ours. With love and laughter, we'll reach for the stars. In our truck, with our dogs, we're making our way. Come along for the ride, it's a brand new day.
Good morning, afternoon, depending on where you're at. Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for stopping back. Remember, we can move a lot of things across this country, but the one thing we can't do is grow this channel without your help. So please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share this out with all your friends. We got a last minute phone call coming off of home time that didn't give us enough time to get to the shipper in Memphis. But that's okay, because it took us 10 minutes to get through the light in Memphis and another 20 minutes or so, almost 30 minutes just to get checked in. So, I mean, they're loaded up here with a bunch of trucks. So, we're here, we're trying to get loaded in Memphis, and we are headed to New Jersey. Alright, y'all. Finally, 3 hours later. Actually, if you count the 40 minutes it took us to get through the gate, just say 4 hours later total. We were finally loaded. We were loaded 3 hours ago. Oh, 2.5 hours ago. No, 17 skids. 9,856 pounds. 20 degrees Celsius. Going to New Jersey. We are 1,030 miles from our destination. We don't have to be there till Friday. Today is Wednesday. I'm not sure because Monday's a holiday, which I didn't realize. Show you how much I pay attention. So we'll get up there and we'll have all day tomorrow. We ain't gonna go all day tonight because we don't need to, and then we'll have all day tomorrow to get as close as we want to get, which we have a place picked out. I think my wife said we end up being 40 miles from our location when we get there. Problem is we got to get there early enough to be able to find parking because it's a service plaza on 995. So let's get out of here and start heading, because we need to get fuel. We got a half a tank. I didn't get fuel before I got here because I was running a little behind. But anyways, we got a half a tank, so that's enough to get us 250 miles. So let's go. So as we work our way down through Memphis here, I don't know what highway is this. I'm not sure which highway, not highway, but what city street this is. And but anyways, just down here on your right hand side, there's going to be a Buddha, and I don't know why, but I'm always curious about, like, is that like a Buddhist place, or is it just somebody that follows the religion, or what it is? But I'm not 1,000% sure, but every time I see it, I say Buddha, 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 Buddha. So it should be down here a little ways on the right hand side. They got it right in their front yard. It's kind of cool. I mean, I bet you that statue wasn't cheap. I don't know how long they've had it. Here it is right here on the right hand side. I don't know how long they've had that statue there, or how long ago they got it, but there the Buddha is. Buddha, 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 Buddha. But, oh, it's kind of cool. I find it interesting. That's not something you see normally in someone's front yard. Anyways, we're going to ride out of Memphis. We're about 7.7 miles from our turn, and then we'll get on 240, and we'll take 240 to 40, and 840, and to 81. So stick around for the ride. Let's go.
Couple guys in first class on a flight from New York to Los Angeles. kind of making small talk, killing time, flirting with the
Hey everyone, are you part of an established team, or are you and your partner looking to explore a new side of the industry? Has your partner recently obtained their CDL and is ready to join you on the road? These are the questions to discuss with our friends at Hyfield.
Hyfield is a leading fleet owner in the expedited industry. They offer modern trucks, spacious sleepers, to keep you comfortable out there on your journey. The dedicated recruiting team is available to help you explore your options and answer any questions you may have.
Ready to see if Hyfield is the right fit for you and your partner? Give them a call at 833-HIFIELD or 833-493-4353 option 1 for recruiting to find out how they can assist you. You can also reach out online at www.hyfieldtrucking.com.
And don't forget to let them know that J² sent you. And now, let's get back to this week's episode.
attendance, 30,000 feet above, could be Oklahoma.
Alright, y'all, I've made it to Knoxville. And we're going to switch out here. And we're going to travel a little farther, and that's about it. So, won't be much to see tonight. It's dark out, so we'll pick up tomorrow and let you know how far we make it and where we're going to make it till tomorrow. But I think we're going to try to make it within at least 100 miles of the place. 2.5 hours away at least. And we'll see what happens. Maybe it'll be a little farther. I don't know. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But we got all day tomorrow to make it up there, so we'll see what happens. And we'll talk to y'all here in a little bit.
Good morning. We are outside of Washington on Interstate 66. Right now, we've got 150 miles to the toll travel plaza. About 2 hours and 41 minutes. I've got 3 hours and 33 minutes left on my time. I still have to go around Washington and Baltimore. I'm hoping to at least get around Baltimore. Possibly get up there. If not, it's as long as I get within 100 miles, we should be fine. It is 6:30 a.m. Eastern, and we are currently dealing with everybody rushing to work, which is fun times, because for some reason people lose all sense of self-preservation on their way to work, especially before a 4-day weekend.
Just a bunch of square cornfields and wheat farms, man, it all looks the same. Miles and miles of back roads and highways connecting little towns with funny names. Who'd wanna live down there in the middle of nowhere? They've never drove through in.
Good morning. It is 5:34 in the morning. Yes, sir. And we are fixing to leave this rest area, service plaza, and I don't think we're in New Jersey. I think we're still in Maryland. Anyways, fixing to cross over to New Jersey. We've got 58 miles to our delivery. Kick that off. Then we gotta go to Piscataway, New Jersey this afternoon at 1 o'clock. Pick up a load and take it to a place that I don't go to very often, but coming up on a holiday weekend, Monday's a holiday, this will keep us running all weekend long and into next week, which is fantastic. So let's go get this load kicked off, and we'll talk about the next one when the time comes.
Bit the man who plowed that earth, planted that seed, busted his ass for you and me. You're called a harvest moon in Kansas, and they'd understand why God made those flyover states. I bet that mile-long Santa Fe freight train engineer seen it all, just like that flat steel on a 3-day haul. Roads and rails under their feet. Yeah, that sounds like a first-class seat on the plains of Oklahoma, with a windshield sunset in your eyes, like a watercolor painted sky. You think heaven's doors have opened, you'll understand why God made those flyover states. Take a ride across the Badlands and feel that freedom on your face. Breathe in all that open space and meet a girl from Amarillo. You'll understand why God made. You might even want to plant your stakes in those flyover states.
Alright, y'all, we are empty. We are on our way to our next location, but we can't pick up till 1 o'clock. It is 10:30, so it's going to be a second. But we'll check back in when we get over there, and then it's on to our next stop. We'll talk about it more once we get picked up, and because it's going someplace I really don't want to go, but the money was good, and so it is what it is, I guess. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are loaded at our shipper in Piscataway, New Jersey. We have 20 pieces, which is 20 skids, 12,264 or 68 pounds. Temperature is no temp. This is a dry run, so we don't have to worry about that.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell them?
Not yet. I was going to tell them how many miles away we were, and then I know you've heard me talk about Monday being a holiday, and it's the only way we're going to take a load like this, regardless. We are 2,856 miles from our destination. We get to run all the way across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are going to California. We already have a backhaul out. That's the only reason why I'm going. This load delivers Monday, which we know is a holiday, but it has been confirmed and double checked that the shipper will be open on Monday, the holiday, which does not surprise me really out in California, to be honest. Anyways, we are fixing to get back on the highway, pull out of here, and start heading across. I was thinking about dropping down, going south across the 81 and blah 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 to 40, because we're going to end up on 40 anyways. But the wife talked me out of that by crinkling her nose and giving me a dirty look. So we're going to run across 76 to 70, I think it is, right? Something like that. I don't know. Anyways, we're running across Pennsylvania, Ohio, Indiana, pretty much running across 70 till we get to St. Louis, I believe it is, and then over by St. Louis, and then we drop down to get on 40. I believe we take the tollway in Oklahoma to get over to 40. From 40 we run all the way in to north of LA. So that's another positive. We're not going into any major city.
We run over to Barstow, over to Bakersfield, and then hit 99 and go up.
Yeah, pretty much it's off at 99. We are, like I said, we do have a pre-plan out of there. I don't know, that probably won't be on this video. It'll be the next video after that. But we are going down to Mesa, Arizona once we deliver. And from Mesa, Arizona, we're going all the way back to Lockburn, Ohio. So pretty much we hustling this week. It'll be a really good week for us. and a really good week for truck revenue. So it's a win-win situation. But this load, like I said, picks up. It's freaking. I'm gonna hit a cone, I guarantee it. No, I think we're just gonna miss it. Like I said, picks up today, delivers Monday. The next one picks up Tuesday and delivers Thursday back in Ohio. So, it has not changed in my mind that we don't go to California. The reason why we're going to California is because we didn't want to sit all weekend with it being a weekend, right? Before a holiday. So it's probably going to be a 4-day weekend for a lot of places, or a 3-day weekend for a lot of, guaranteed a 3-day weekend. So a lot of people aren't shipping today, or they're not, you know, or we might have had to sit. So instead of sitting, we're taking this run out to California to keep us moving.
Not only that, we just came off a home time.
Correct.
And if we wouldn't have had a backhaul coming out, we probably wouldn't have took it.
Yeah. Most definitely would not have took it. Because, unfortunately, good turnaround time for the outfit that we pull for is 2 to 3 days. Is a good turnaround time coming out of California, and that's not a good turnaround time for us. So that's why we normally don't go out there. So if we go out there, it's got to have a load coming straight back next day. So we drop in California and we leave as soon as we're done and head over to Arizona. Now when we come out of there, we're going to go back across to Barstow and back out 40 and then cut down through Arizona that way, just because we don't want to have to deal with LA and dropping down to 10 and then going across and all that BS through there. It's just go in, come back out, we're out. And less scale houses, the whole 9 yards. So that's the plan. Like I said, you'll see that in the next video. God, we're awful ferocious over here. Longhorns already. But so let's get out of here. The Hammer app is saying the scale up here is closed. Do I believe that? We'll find out here pretty quick. We're fixed to get on the 287, I believe it is. Is that right? And as soon as you get on 287, within a couple miles, there's a scale going this way. So we'll find out real quick if they're open. If they are, they are. If they're not, no big deal. I prefer not to be pulled in, but it is what it is. So, let's take a ride and let's go to California.
We just filled up. We made it into the first loaves in Ohio on 70. Got fuel. I took a 30-minute break. It's raining. The boys got to go use the bathroom. I've got 8 hours to drive. Jacob just went to bed. We have 2,441 miles, 1 day and 11 hours to get to California. And we're in Ohio. And we have to be there to deliver on Monday. I'm not going to film, at least not right now, because it is raining. And you really won't see much anyways, so I'll catch you later.
Good morning. Good morning from Greenville, Illinois. 1,979 miles. So I'll knock out a good hopefully 600 today. Be there. We could be there tomorrow. Sunday. I'm running a day behind. I thought today was Friday, but it's not. It's Saturday. So I'm running a day behind. Mentally, not actually a day behind. I'll get through the rest of Illinois, Missouri, Oklahoma. I don't know if I'll make it much farther than that, but that's probably where we'll end up. I'll get us down on 40. And I think we'll hit 40 in Oklahoma City. We'll run down the tollway. That's when we'll run into 40, and then we'll be 40 all the way across. So, seen a bunch of messy drivers in there trying to make coffee and making a mess all over the counters. Never understand that. Makes me wonder if they've had any home training. Takes 2 seconds to grab a napkin and clean up behind yourself. Anyways, got my breakfast, got a protein shake, got my coffee. Let's get this day started, and hopefully it quits raining, because this shit's bullshit. Catch y'all here in a little bit, finish up my pre-trip.
On the plains of Oklahoma, take a ride. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I've got on. When that sun is high in that Texas sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo, I'll be there. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg in Santa Fe. Lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. I'll be looking for 8 when they pull that gate, and I hope that judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning.
Alright, y'all. It's been a minute, but honestly, I've done nothing for the last 7 hours and 20-some minutes, 7 minutes. I've done nothing but drive. So we've made it to the toll plaza in Oklahoma. I'm going down to Oklahoma City, between Tulsa and Oklahoma City, and I've stopped here to take my 30-minute break because I had no choice. But fuel here is actually cheaper than it is on 40, so we'll probably get fuel before we leave, and that'll be that. So we're here now, and I'm fixing to go make something to eat, let the dogs out, and that'll be that. So catch y'all here in a little bit and finish out 3 hours and about 20 minutes of driving, and then I'm done for the day. So it's been nothing but drive. We are 1,486 miles away from our destination, and by the time I'm done driving, we should be hopefully around 1,200 miles away. That's the hope. So we'll see what happens. All right, I have made it to the parking area as soon as you come across the border in Texas, in Shamrock.
You're 13 miles from Shamrock.
Well, according to this is Shamrock. And total miles driven today is 707.
haven't made those
I haven't ran that many miles in a day in
a minute.
quite a while.
Oh, we also were in 65-mile-an-hour trucks too.
Even then, though, like, I still ain't. Even being here in this truck, we ain't ran.
Because we really haven't had a long run like
Yeah, we
this.
haven't had to. So. Anyway, so I pulled 700 today. If the wife pulls, how many miles are left?
1100. Well, depending on which place you're asking for.
1273 to the destination. So, I mean, that's pretty good. I started off with 707 more miles than that. About 702 though, if you don't count me getting off for fuel and whatnot. So
are we still planning on going to the Loves, or we just, what do you want to do?
one of them on 58.
Yeah.
There's two on there, so
yes,
whatever.
do you want to go to Boron, or do you want to go to Hatchby?
Whichever one we can get into about that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Alright.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go
Right
on.
now we're about 1,100 miles from Boron.
Yeah, so we might be able to make it there tomorrow. Anyway, so we're here. I'm going to bed. The wife's going to take over. She's on duty right now, I believe, doing her pre-trip.
Severe thunderstorm watch.
Well, you're going to have to boogie. You're going to have to push through. Sometimes she gets a little chicken footing going on when it starts raining a little bit.
It's not the rain, it's the wind.
Yeah. She chicken foots it. Don't let her lie to you. She's lost her nerve over these years. Now, we've been in some pretty crazy storms, and we were getting chased by tornadoes one night, and that kind of freaked her out. So.
Fellows on my mind. Amarillo by morning, up from San Antonio. Everything that I got is just what I've got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but Lord, I'm free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. A couple guys in first class on a flight from New York to Los Angeles, kind of making small talk, killing time, flirting with the flight attendants. 30,000 feet above, could be Oklahoma. Just a bunch of square cornfields and wheat farms, man, it all looks the same. Miles and miles of back roads and highways connecting little towns with funny names. Who'd wanna live down there?
We have made it to Grants, New Mexico. That's where I'm taking my 30-minute break. Got 10 minutes left. I attempted to go to the Petro, and it was ridiculous. So I came over here to the Maverick that they just built, and I'm gonna take my 30-minute break and then get back on the road.
In the middle of nowhere, they've never drove through Indy.
Well, we have made it to Little America in Flagstaff, but he just went inside to, I guess, get him some coffee, It is 54 degrees in Flagstaff right now. I'm hoping we're going to be able... I'm hoping we're going to be able to swing out because people have parked in the exit. Buddy, I'm trying to talk. He seems very vocal today, like he wants to speak his mind about something. I don't think he knows what he wants. It is 3:30, 3:40 in the morning.
Bitten man who plowed that earth, planted that seed, busted his ass for you and me. You're called a harvest moon in Kansas, and they'd understand why God made those flyover states. I bet that mile-long Santa Fe freight train engineer seen it all, just like that flatbed cowboy stacking U.S. steel on a 3-day haul. Roads and rails under their feet. Yeah, that sounds like a first-class seat on the plains of Oklahoma, with a windshield sunset in your eyes like a watercolor painted sky. You think heaven's doors have opened, you'll understand why God made those flyover states.
Good morning from Kingman, Arizona. Just got fuel. I had started driving when it was about dark 30 outside, so I didn't really film nothing. Didn't really talk to you guys this morning. But we are on our way. Decided to get fuel here because normally if you get it in Lake Havasu, it's a pain in the ass. So we're gonna get it. We got it here at Kingman, and then we'll just go across into California. Next stop will be Tehachapi. We'll try to be there before noon, 1 o'clock-ish. Get parking and shut down because I gotta start a 34-hour reset. And if I can get to Tehachapi, then the wife can drive in there in the morning, deliver, and make us out pretty far. And then I'll be able to sit all day Monday and get my 34 in. So let's get to going. Let's get in here to California and see if they give us any shit about our paperwork or anything like that. A lot of times we've never had an issue going in, but you never know in life. So let's go.
Take a ride across the Badlands, feel that freedom on your face, breathe in all that open space, and meet a girl from there.
Here we go into the inspection station. That was pretty rough through here. They might ask to see our paperwork. I'm not sure, but let's see what they say. Didn't even want to see me. Sounds good to me. Well, a lot of times they'll ask what you're hauling, but you didn't care, so. Sounds good to me. We are now officially in California. We'll set the cruise control and we'll scoot along. It's 237 miles, sorry. 4 hours and 21 minutes to where we're going. It's got us there right around 11:30. Of course, California, you can't run full speed, so I'm gonna say 12:30. Give me an extra hour to get there. But let's ride, Clyde.
You'll understand why God made. You might even wanna plant your stakes in those flyover states. Have you ever been through Indiana? On the plains of Oklahoma, take a ride.
Alright, y'all. Well, as you see, we made it to Tehachapi up here, and we're about 132 miles where we need to be tomorrow. So this is where we're going to call it quits. This is where I'm going to start my 34-hour reset. This being 3 hours away gives plenty enough time for my wife to get over there, get delivered, and also get out of California, back over into Arizona. So we'll probably... Did she just peek through the curtain? Anyways, we'll end up probably going back across 40.
Yeah.
And down through New Mexico down through Arizona that way, just because it gets out of California faster.
Yeah.
If we were to go down 99 through LA and all that BS over freaking the Grapevine and all that, it's just there's too much. It's too much. Plus, I don't want to be out here any more than I need to be, so I might as well get out of California as quick as possible. So don't be expecting us to come out here on a regular occurrence, because it ain't gonna happen. This was just because they had a backhaul for us and we could get in and get out and not have to spend any more time than we needed to in California. I still believe 100,000% that I didn't lose nothing out here, and coming out here this time just reminded me that I don't need to be out here. So anyways, I'm gonna go make me some lunch. Then I'm going to go take a shower, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Good morning, from Tallahatchie. Tehachapi, Tallahassee, whatever. We're in California.
Unfortunately.
I just got back from getting coffee and getting the wife some breakfast. I'm on a 34-hour reset. She's got 48 hours on her clock, so she's got plenty of time to do everything we have to do the rest of the week. So I'm gonna get out of the seat, let her drive, and we'll see you at our delivery. Forgot to tell you that we made it to our consignee.
Yeah.
It was pretty simple to get into. I'm just doing paperwork, and the wife's fixing to take back over, and she's fixing to head us out of California. She's got
8 hours.
8 hours to try to get us out of here. So, documents been sent, signed, sealed, and delivered.
It's theirs.
We are done for this load. in this video. Our next one will start picking up our next load over in Arizona, and you'll see that then. So we appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for stopping by. Remember to be good to one another.
And live to expedite another day.
We're out, y'all. See you on the next one.